So now we have for central. Now we have the spring working correctly. Words. Anyway, welcome back to Riverview for the continuation of our big oat field here. And how we're going to enjoy getting this one all ready and turned around. We're on day 2 of September. We've got time is starting to run out for us to get this crop planted, and we don't want to be left growing, I think. So we need to crack on, and we need to get grass field mowed and get silage bales in, or not silage bales, but grass into the mixing station. And then we need to look at the patches up there and see if they're ready for mowing. And if they are, they need to then also go into the mixing station. We want to have a lot of TMR in there ready. And then the next cut that we do on the grass will all go straight into silage bales, which we'll put into. We won't be using the object storage shed for them. We'll use that for hay bales, maybe, or we will sell it, one or the other. I'm not sure yet. For console, it's very useful. For single player on PC, not so much, because we haven't got to worry about realistically that bale limit. It very unlikely will come and hit that limit, and the game would probably die before the limit was reached on PC, unless you're running a supercomputer. And even then, I could imagine the lag that you could get off of the bales. And then obviously through winter we're going to be cutting some trees down. But there is that. We might be doing a few more than what we initially had planned. You know me and forestry, not a big fan of it. I'm not sure if I will lease in a trailer, or I will use that tipper trailer and just cut the logs as down to the point where I can lift them and drop them in there. Not sure. If I buy that field ahead of us, that might end up becoming another grass field. If I ever buy it, well, I will end up buying it, but when I end up buying it, that'll probably become a grass field. And thinking that one directly ahead of us, that will become a grass field. Or I have it that the rule is I can't create new grass fields, I have to go with what I've got. And that would definitely change things up, wouldn't it? I have to go out of my way to do the mowing then. Should I do it like that? No changing the field types, i.e. if it's an arable field then it must remain as an arable field. Can't just switch it over to a grass field and vice versa. I mean buying some of the grass fields up on top of the hill. Or on the other side of the river. There's a big grass field over there. We shall see. We shall see. This field's going to take practically all day to do. So we definitely need to be cracking on with it. But we'll have a trailer and a half by the end of it, maybe. Maybe. You know, I keep forgetting 10 times. So I'll just stop there a minute and we'll give that chance just to catch up a little bit. Sunflower. Best time to sell you is February, no, March for 807. Okay. This will be going in storage as well. So we'll have this to sell next year, not this year. This year we're definitely not going to be making any money. Now I know you're thinking, well, there's collectibles, you can do them. I have to own the land to be able to actually collect them. Unless they're on land that you can't purchase. If they're at a production site, then I have to own the production before I can claim the collectible. I know, for example, that there's a collectible on the farm. Our farm. I haven't collected it yet. But that just means then I can't go hunting for all the collectibles and, you know, end up with 1.5 million. It slows it all down. And I'm going to have it that I can only buy one production year. So even though, oh no, this is going to be a long-term save, then maybe every 2 years I can buy a new production. So every even number would be a new production. So year 2, I'd be able to buy a production. Because the first year won't count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, that. Every second year I can buy a production. No, I've only just realised that we're almost full. Let's just stop there. Get rid of that. Trailer's definitely looking a bit full. Always good to see. Know what we didn't check? Did anything come up in the store sales that? No. At the moment, I don't think 10 times is too fast. I think it's about right for the game speed, or for the amount of days in the month. I know some people have done it on 15 times, which maybe is the maximum that you'd want to go to. And that was back in FS19 when I saw that being a popular thing. Anything from 5 minutes per, or 5 times, sorry, or above was common in Let's Plays. Mm, I might take one of the hedges out and put a entrance up at the top here. Might. We shall see. It's actually nice to know that at the end of all of this, there'll be should be a nice little profit to be made. Because in January we'll be able to sell the canola. Was it January for canola? We didn't look, did we? Canola, December for the canola. So this year we will make money right at the end of the year. And then March we'll make another little pocket of money. So that little cash injection will actually be very useful for us. But then we'll also have trees that we can sell, or logs that we'll be able to sell. So there is that as well. um, just thinking, if we do this one as oats, well, this one's definitely going to be oats, but what will I do that field as? Could potentially do it as a canola field, I guess. Then we know for a fact that in December next year we'll have money as well. So we're splitting when we'll make money. Because winter will be quite a long one. Because I mean, it might rain at some point today, and if it does, then that's pretty much our day gone. Day 3, it's going to rain. Not going to rain anytime soon. By the time we're finished, it won't be raining anyway, but day 3 will be raining. I know you meant to mulch your fields. I don't know if I want to mulch. I don't even know if I own a mulcher, actually. I don't think I do. Hmm. All I do know is right now I'm running out of time. How long do I have to get these crops in so I can actually work with it? Now, if I'm going to put canola in, I've got until the end of October, so that's plenty of time to do one of them. An oat field. Uh, oh, I've got plenty of time for oats as well. I've actually only just entered the growing, the planting season for them, so I'm fine. It's all good. You know, when you're just questioning what if you're doing it correctly, which way you want to go with it. That's where I'm at the moment. I'm not 100% sure how I want to work the fields at the moment. I know this one for definite because it makes sense, but I'm like, should I do more oat fields and that way I've got more straw? And just do the like 1 or 2 fields of sorghum. No, one thing, it's really, really hot right now. I'm literally sweating. And I haven't got the fan going this time. I've got the door wide open and it just, wow. Heat is just building up. This should definitely fill us. There we go. Off to the farm we go. I need to get a tractor down for that header trailer. Of that. Those are big sunflower seeds. They look too big. They look far too big. Ooh. Wow. Struggled there a bit. Thank you. So I didn't realize, but other people have been having a few issues since I disabled the animals, the wildlife from spawning. And I didn't know they was having those issues until I went onto King Mods today. So those of you who are having this problem, loading up to 60% and not going above it, it is to do with the additional game settings mod. Disable that and the map will load perfectly fine. It's annoying because part of me doesn't want to activate the animals again, because then you get the stupid deers floating above trees. But I can't have people having that kind of problem. Or either that or else I put in a description, note the additional game settings mod will conflict with this map. Can conflict with this map if animal spawning is disabled, because you have to enable it for its load to 100%. But then you don't, you know, for the maps that you are playing where you turn them off yourself, you'd have to then turn them off again and remember to turn them on before you came back onto this map, which would get annoying. So I will have to make sure that they're enabled. Hang on. How many cows can our pasture hold? Is it 1,000? I think it's 1,000, isn't it? Double check. Did I put them ones in this one? Where they can hold more? I didn't. The maximum is 1,000 on here. Okay. I need to change that, don't I? Because the that's changed now. Because I was about to say, if that's the case, I could perhaps sell both of my pens and buy one cow pasture with the 2,000 cows as the limit. And then I could have just gone with the auto feeding robot. It's fine. So earlier, the episode 3, you noticed us live streaming that one, and it was a lot of fun. I'm doing this one like a few hours after I'd done that one, so that way it frees up the rest of my week to do what I want to do, and I don't have to worry about getting this video done for Friday. But what I will probably do is try and get a few weeks ahead, because there will come a point where I'm doing something else other than this map, and it won't be map making, don't worry. But my mind could be focused somewhere else and not on this series at that point, so I'd like a little cushion before I have to get back to this series, if that does become the case. I'm going to end up a lot of trees to cut down over the winter. Luckily, winter's going to be quite a long one. But point, I've got to look at the salt as well, because or maybe not actually. Might be fine. Just drive on the snow. Might be fine. You hate it when your phone plays up. Go away. Thank you. Wrong one. I want that one either. Loading the wrong things. Yeah. That might be a slight problem then. See if it will work now. Finally. My banking app's been playing up just lately. Don't know why. God help us when we go all noteless or cashless even. You know, and we only rely on electronic currency. Fraud will definitely be ripe. As will if your bank decides to reduce its hours, working hours and whatnot, trying to get in to report a problem. Yeah, I'm dreading it. I don't deal with cash anyway, but the fact that it just won't be a thing, that would be scary, to say the least. And it's another way that people can be controlled. Well, we could end up going into the next day on this. I don't think we will, but it's going to be a close one. We might have to hire some helpers to help out. Like go in the fields or something. And then just go and tidy up after them. Huh? Oh. Yeah, we ran out of fuel. Great. Turn you off. You've got enough fuel. We don't have a fuel trailer up here, do we? We'll have to borrow or lease a fuel trailer. There isn't one on sale at the store, is there? No, of course there isn't. Fuel trailer. Um, you or you? Um, this one allows us to carry things, but we could go down that route. Um, Definitely not light grey. No. Go pink. How about the dirty brown? Green? No. Olive green. Glass? No. 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 Just leave it red. It'll be fine. Less money to spend. Strobe lights. Glowing marker. Yeah. Configuration. Yeah. Or standard. Standard. Utilities per day, per working hour. Wow. Good job. You're going to be using you much. Now spend a fortune filling the thing up. That's what you get for not paying attention to your combine. So remember when I said we might get this field finished before the downtime for tools? That isn't going to be the case, I don't think. It's funny. And annoying at the same time. Cornfield over there. Going this way anyway. Oh, sorry, my bad. Put up our tractor first. And then start filling the trailer. And we get us this here, and wait. At least we get picturesque view kind of thing of town. Quaint little village. Ah. That's it, yeah. Almost done. So the first production I would probably buy would be the flour mill. or the spinner. It depends if we've got sheep going at that point. How much is a sheep pasture if we decide to get rid of one of our cow barns? 50,000. But then if we buy that field, we could buy it for probably less than 250,000 and have a sheep pen down there. How much is that to buy? 84,000. So yeah. And then look to buy that in the end, and then we've got that grass field would be more than enough to deal with that sheep pen. But we definitely need to invest in some of these up here to help with the cows. That was rather an expensive endeavour. There was a car coming then. Enjoy the sunny day, huh? What's left of it before the rain comes tomorrow. If it rains, at least we can mow the grass. There is that. Right. Go and fill our combine up. Is there a particular side that we have to be on for this to work? Or do we have to do something in particular? Doesn't look like it. So we should be able to do this. We got back in the tractor. Don't want the tractor. I want the combine. That is not refueling. Okay. Go back to you. Turn that off. We don't want you. I don't need to right click. I can just... Does that mean I can deactivate that? That would be bonus. Close play. Open HUD with right mouse button. I can. Perfect. Right, why can't I refuel my... Yeah, I can't get any closer than this. It's not letting me refuel. What the hell's going on? Hang on. Hold. I don't have to go out and do something, do I? Flashlight, enter vehicle. Start engine. What? Oh. Apparently that's what you had to do. Okay, fair enough. It shows how often I use that. That's a mod though, isn't it? So I'm used to the other one where you just pull up to something and just press R in when you're in the other vehicle and you want to that you want to refuel. It just automatically refuels it. That's cool. Ah, yeah. So you have to deactivate it for each vehicle. Okay, fair enough. Deactivate you. Deactivate you. Deactivate you. Deactivate you. Deactivate. 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 There we go. And then to turn that off, and let's get this back to the farm. Okay. And then we've got to sleep the night. Because we already meant to have gone tools down. Although it is kind of, you know, still light nights, they're slowly going to get darker. So maybe it's not so bad at the moment. Do that. Turn you off. Always do that. Turn you off. And run to the house. Still only one pallet. And sleep until 6 in the morning. And when's the rain coming in? Oh, okay, 5 o'clock. Well, that's okay then. We left the lights on all night. Oh well. Except the battery can't die. Oh. It's early morning. Yep. We're kind of missing a bit of Now, the odd one here and there, that's okay, but a whole strip? No, can't do that. That's just so wrong. What I will do is I'll finish this field off cam, so we're not having another video on harvesting the same field. And then we will get to mowing the grass. Well, we've got hired helper sorting out our ploughing. Maybe. Then again, I think I've still got time. I think I'm pretty sure. In fact, I could mow. I could plough the fields if the rain comes in. No. Or when the rain comes in. Because we won't be baling it, we'll just be picking it up with a forage wagon from there, taking it back to the farm and dumping it in the mixing station. But then I'm contemplating, do I want to do that? Or do I want to sell the 2 cow pastures and buy one with a feeding robot? I think I'll just stick with what I've got. Because 1,000 cows is still a lot of cows, and plus we can have 2,000. So I think we'll just stick with what I've got. So in that case, I will mow it and then rake it and then pick it up with a forage wagon. But that will be in the next episode. This one is just a little bit to go. Then we can happily call it a day on the farm. We should definitely turn our lights off. We should have definitely have emptied as well. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get to the end of this line before we need emptying. No. But the plans are you will see Riverview change quite drastic over time. Things that you will not have seen in any other series are planned for this one. We will see how that goes. You know, before you try and cut something, turn on the header. Um, I'm glad in one way to see the back end of these sunflowers. "2 days to harvest this field. Unrealistic? I don't think so. How big is this field? Is the question. Do you tell us? 5.64 hectares, so you'll have to let me know how long would it take you in real life to harvest sunflower on the... Why am I going to the trailer? Bring the trailer to the combine. Makes sense. How long would it take you in real life to harvest this field, or a field of this size, at 5.6 hectares with sunflower, harvesting sunflowers? Would it take you two real life days? Or would it take you even longer? Would it take you more like 3 days? Or have I got the time scaling too wrong and it would take more or less a day, a whole day? Which means that 5 times would have probably been the better speed to go on, to be more realistic. Into there. Let's put... We may as well leave this trailer. No, actually we'll park it back down in the... Not in that big shed though. Don't know what I'll park in that big shed in the end. Maybe all the smaller implements will go in there, like for the plough and things like that, maybe. You want the header trailer, so that can be brought back up. Almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Misty morning at that. Easy morning. This tree has to go. When we own that field, there is. I don't know about these trees. These aren't so important, I don't think. Um, put that away. Oh, fold that up. Um, just help if you're actually on the header when you try to drop it. There you go. You can take that back. And we'll have to put this one. Actually, no. We'll put the headers in this shed. And the combine can go in this shed as well. The forage wagon can come out of the shed. So we'll be using that anyway. So that can go here. Let's see, can you click from here to there? You can. Perfect. Definitely a nice little mod. Alright, well, while we're putting this away, I will thank you all for watching, and in the next episode, we'll be mowing our grass finally. I'm hoping you're in. I hope you're enjoying the little series going on here. By combine for the year, we won't be seeing you for a while now. You, let's get you out of here. Close that shit down. I know if I was if I was good at backing things up, I'd have got both of them headers into one of those garage sections, and but I don't claim to be that good of a driver. And I've already said that part. So yes, in the next episode we'll be mowing the grass and getting our grass brought up and put into the mixing station. And that only leaves silage to go in there. Or we could do silage bales and sell the silage bales, so we were making money. We've got sunflower and canola to sell, and we'll be doing gain eggs going as well. So I think we'll be okay for money. Plus we've got some trees that will be thinning out, removing, because we have little to no use of them. Maybe even some of these next in this field would be a good idea, maybe. We shall see. Anyway, as I was saying, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. See ya.